Oh my. Pokey just made direct eye contact with the camera, gave me an eyebrow raise and a nod. Oh my. I'll be looking as I get comfy after work, of course. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Oh my. With the hover ready and with the ready previous. Oh wow. I'm just I can't contain myself, guys. I'm gonna ooh woo. At this rate, I'm gonna even oh whoa. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Sorry guys, that tune did not slap. iBall hates the ooh. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's Frenchie. It's me. At an ada moment. Oh no, I have an ada. That's not ada. That's ooh woo. There's a difference. Why does it tell me that Somalian won every time I open the chat? I don't know. That's the problem. Twitch is just broken. Pokey is surviving up top. Does have burns to take, but is taking them beautifully. Oh, I liked those moves. The flat plays were very nice to watch. Just trying to open this well back up. Well, I don't necessarily know if I'd call it a well, but nice flat long bar. Opening up the J dependency underneath. Beautifully done. Ripping this open. Taking the burns. Wow, this survival, incredible. Bringing it down really nicely. Genuinely, the way that those pieces fell seemed almost as though fate had designed them to be used for such a dig. And is now Tetris ready, pulling that well back open, slamming down the long bar, though despite the survival is now significantly behind, as iBall currently sitting at 175,000 points and getting absolutely throttled with RNG here. Pokey sitting at 101,000 points, so a substantial gap. Both players, though, clean and Tetris ready, score ready. Both players just taking their Tetrises at 269. Hey, now iBall slamming down a Tetris, going up to 291 and taking another, make it 314. And Pokey with a very clean board now, and looking pretty comfortable, all things considered. Sitting at 197,000 points, slamming down a Tetris to make it 220. I stand by J dependencies being the best dependencies. It still worked out incredibly, despite there being 2 on the board. Looking for an L, does get it. A cool little tuck on the side of the well. And is Tetris ready? It takes another Tetris, going up to 269,000 points. Hey, now Pokey just trying to reset up on the other side. Still Tetris ready and has been. Slams down this long bar for the Tetris and it uses an Aki bar to get Tetris ready once again. Sitting at 407,000 points. That is Just for clarification, slamming down another Tetris, going up to 432,000 points. Tetris ready once again. Long bar comes. You already know what happened. That's another Tetris. And now finally slowing down, having to take the burn, sort the board. Tetris ready once again. Now just waiting on another long bar. And gets it. Going up to 479 and another Tetris to 502. Holy what? Some insane plays here, just absolutely pouring on efficiency, purposefully creating a long bar dependency to make the board a little more accommodating, as the long bar was in the next box and is able to take another Tetris. 525 on the other side. Pokey sitting at 39,000 points. Pokey slamming down that Tetris, looking very clean. This board, very healthy. And Tetris ready right now, waiting on the long bar, gets it, gets the Tetris, goes up to 437,000 points, and with a very, very unclean board, iBall just looking to survive this transition comfortably. And transitioning at 558, 556 I think was the transition score. Not in good sorts in the slightest. Is going to have a lot of cleanup to do. Perfectly timed long bar to help with that. Sitting at 569 is iBall. And on the other side, Pokey sitting at 505 and is clean. Though is now having to deal with some less than ideal pieces and is a couple of lines in the future. And is taking these burns, bringing the stack back down. Despite the digging that that iBall had to endure, iBall still in the lead. iBall sitting at 595,000 points. And is very Tetris ready, has been for a while, as a matter of fact. Ooh, had to block off the well. And it's going to have to take some risky burns, sitting at 602. On the other side, Pokey sitting at 528,000 points. So not an insurmountable lead, but definitely one. And just barely getting those pieces over, taking these burns as they come. iBall surviving somehow. Opens that well back up. And is Tetris ready, just waiting on a long bar. Sitting at 622. Again, on the other side, Pokey sitting at 500. With that Tetris, make it 628. iBall slowed down just enough that with that hang included, there's a very high possibility Pokey will be coming back. It's only back by a Tetris less than, does take the Tetris and takes the lead. Both players now neck and neck. Though very clean and very comfortable, slamming down two back-to-back Tetrises. Confusing Pokey. And is still Tetris ready, gets the long bar, gets the Tetris. Going up to 802,000 points, setting up for a left well here. And is Tetris ready, waiting on the long bar, gets the long bar, gets the left well Tetris. Very cool, swagged on us. And is going to go into post-transition at 846,000 points. And going into post-transition, iBall at 823,000 points. So it's a matter of endurance, as once one of these players tops, the other will do everything in their power to overcome that score. Ooh. risking it all. Pokey topping out at 893,000 points, which means this is a chase down. 893 is your goal. 893. Is anything gonna get over to that left? It doesn't look like it. So close, but that's gonna be it. What an incredible game. Pokey taking the heart. Was that the first game of y'all's match? What the hell? No wonder this is a finals. What the fuck? What the fuck? That was so wacky, guys. Alright, we do have a ready from Pokey. We're gonna give iBall some time to crank tunes. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Game number 2 of this insane matchup. Oh, wow. Thank you for the gift sub, Dog Watching Tetris. AV Geek, enjoy the emotes. A winner of bracket moves on to the other bracket? Wait, is that how this works? What? I hope you staying cool. I'm trying. It's 100 degrees out and I'm sweaty. I think I've sort of gotten delirious enough that it doesn't matter, so I'm sort of just like accepting my fate and leaving my flesh to the gods at... I was gonna say to the gods at B, but I don't know what any of those would be. I'm agnostic. Leave me alone. Anyway, we'll talk about these players playing Tetris because that's way more important than anything that's going on inside of my head at any point, really. iBall, Tetris ready. Nice little square tuck to deal with. It's gonna be resolving it with the Z, which is completely understandable, though. Did have to make the stack a little funky to continue to accommodate that. Is looking for a T-piece, decides to take the burn instead. And just in Tetris fashion, the game does give a T-piece very soon after the T-spin hole was dismantled. As Tetris does, because what else would Tetris do? But sitting at 188,000 points, and on the other side, sitting at 151 is Pokey. Just trying to sort this board out. Had some pieces. Placements. Yep. But of course, as expected, it's surviving it because obviously they would be. I mean, of course, we've seen them pull off crazier feats just this stream. Hey, Pumpy, welcome in. I'll bring them a little desk fan, please. And in a little bit of trouble, just trying to sort this board out. Not having a ton of luck. iBall getting decent pieces to fill these holes. Perfectly timed long bar. As soon as that well was open, is gonna bring it down. Very nicely done. However, is now L dependent. Does fill it with a long bar dependency. Is sitting at 281,000 points. And on the other side, Pokey currently sitting at 280 with that Tetris. Make it 306,000 points. Nice. Some beautiful adjustments there from Pokey to keep the board accommodating. Really nicely played. And slams down the Tetris, goes up to 356,000 points. And taking another, make it 379,000 points. And also exactly at 379 is iBall. Though, like, 7 lines behind. So I think technically iBall would be in the lead, a true lead, as they were at the same, they were not at the same line count. And with that Tetris for iBall going up to 448,000 points. Pokey having to take some burns here is sitting at 426,000 points. And takes a dirty Tetris, an absolutely filthy Tetris at that, to start bringing the stack down. Opens up the well beneath it. And a very fancy little skim across to make the board more accessible sooner. Some foresight there in the down stacking. Very fascinating to see, especially in real time. That's very cool. Going to be transitioning at 462,000 points is Pokey. And does have a little bit of burning to do. Just cleaning up this well. Finally gets it back open. Gets long bar for the Tetris. Transitioning on the other side is iBall at 565,000 points. Slamming down a Tetris, going up to 589,000 points. Pokey at 572. Nice little J adjustment there to make a way. Nice square adjustment to make way for the J. Oh boy, words. Ooh, misses the T-spin. And this is going to be a very difficult board to navigate. Beautiful long bar flat. Oh dear. Does get the L all the way over. It's taking the burns every possibility. And is bringing it down. Incredibly so, is digging this stack down. Absolute shovels of players here. Oh, and with that J hang on the side of the stack, nothing is going to be getting over that, which means iBall is good for the second game. Boom. I'm gonna count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. They did it, guys. They did it. They readied a second time. That's funny. It's funny because they ended up readying a second time. Yeah, I'm a possum, guys, not a cougar. Restreamer bullies players. News at 11. What's new? I mean, come on. I love the freedom that restreamers get to certain extents. You know, I think it's cool that there's individuality allowed between commentators. I also think it's really cool that because it's people in the community deciding to do it, people build rapport and they're able to make jokes without them being perceived as like foul play, you know? Because both of these players, as far as I have ever interacted with them, are delightful people. I've never had foul experiences with them. Only simply memes and cool Tetris and sick fucking digs, guys. The survival here is ridiculous. So I can't say that for any reason I would truly be upset at any of these players. Too cool. Gentle bullying. Affectionate bullying. One of my favorite restreamers is Sunny Disposition. I love when he restreams me because he just roasts me the whole time. It's great. I have a great time every single time. It's so much fun. I just turned down the brightness and cranked the contrast on my TV, and it looks good. Ayo. Let's give a score update, because both players have crossed the 1,000-point mark. Pokey, uncovering a long bar dependency here, does just take the triple, doesn't hold out for the Dirty Tetris, which is the smart play, sitting at 131,000 points. And on the other side, slamming down a Tetris iBall, going up to 193,000 points, is Tetris Ready. Once again, slams it down, make it 216. Just wait till I restream you. Ayo. The chef talking about roasting. Yeah. I usually deserve to be roasted. That's fair. That's true. I'm a sweat gamer. It's what I deserve. My entire career is based on bullying players. I hope I don't start making the news. Wide, I think you're hilarious. I also think that Heist is very funny. I like the way that Heist bullies the players. I haven't seen Heist restream in a long time, but every time I did, it made me laugh. How aggressive does iBall play? That's huge pace. Definitely forces perfection most of the time, from what I've seen. The reason I say forces perfection is because you can stumble into like perfect play, but the way that I see iBall avoid burns is like very much bullying the game into letting him have free reign over Tetris's, or Tetri if you prefer. For those who prefer Tetri. Oh, missed the spin. Tragic. I take it back. No compliments. Wrong. I've never said anything nice about this player before. Missed a T-spin. Not a T-spin. S-spin. Tetris. iBall's an 18 hertz tapper before he started rolling, so that might help. Both of these players were incredibly fast tappers, because I was informed that Pokey had an extremely fast tap whenever I first restreamed them. Obviously, this was before they were a roller, but I had hosted a couple of matches for them, and yeah, they're fast tapper. It just so happens that rolling's the meta, so a lot of people made the switch. And for good reason. I can understand why. Maybe not my thing, but I can understand why. Tetris. Tetris. Shouldn't that be Tetrises? Tetrises? Oh, and goes for the spin, gets it. Pokey actually making the S spin. Very cool. And Tetris Ready, waiting on the long bar. Slamming down a Tetris first is iBall, and Tetris Ready once again very soon after, and takes another, going up to 504,000 points. A cool little overhang setup with that square. That was really nice. That was sick. I like that. I like that a lot. But Pokey slamming down another Tetris, going up to 461,000 points. Playing one off the bottom, just has one row of garbage on the bottom of the board. Is Tetris Ready, though, still. Gets the long bar, gets the Tetris, going up to 485. A little bit of acrobatics there from iBall to keep the well open, as the long bar was very close. And does transition at 575,000 points, slams down a Tetris, and another, make it 624. Transitioning at 550 is Pokey. I'll be honest, right? This is... What is that? Ooh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. But John, thank you for the follow. And Rainbow Person 69, hey now, thank you for the follow. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Just like I hope these players are enjoying this high-octane, intense Tetris, and definitely not stressing aggressively about it. Totally not. Poke slamming down a Tetris, going up to 698,000 points, and on the other side, iBall a little high up, but gets that well back open. Long bar comes, slams down. The Tetris goes up to 796,000 points with the next Tetris. I thought I'd just wait because another one was coming anyway. Nicely timed long bar there to help relieve the stack a little bit. And opening up that left side, opening up that hole all the way at the bottom. And just going to be restacking for Tetris's iBall very clean. And sitting pretty on this lead is sitting at 825,000 points, whereas Poke, ooh, getting high up and with an overshift. That is going to be a top out at 557,000 points, which means another heart going to iBall, breaking the tie. Gonna be lurking. Yeah, of course. Enjoy your lurk. Seven, what? We'll go ahead and count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, iBall showing off legs again. Had to flex for us just a little. All right, the pressure's really going to be on Poke here. Going to be trying to survive and force a decider. Whereas iBall is going to be looking to do precisely what he has been, lay on the efficiency and just take this game. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see who takes it. Both very capable players, both very skilled players at that. Looking possibly for an L to resolve this interesting tuck setup on the side of the stack. Does just decide to go with a flat burn. Now looking for a J. Does use a long bar to fill it instead. And well back open, Tetris ready. Pokey slamming it down, going up to 75. Taking another, make it 98. And finally crossing the 100k barrier. iBall going up to 117 with that Tetris. And taking another, making it 139. So both players just staying clean. Nothing too crazy, eventful. Where are the sub 12 hertz tappers? Holy cow. I used to be sub 12, personally. I used to sit crisply at 11. Whenever I first started playing Tetris, I tested it, and I just sat at 11. I'm not a fast tapper. Let the record state, not a fast tapper. I tap particularly slowly in comparison to most tappers. But that is to say, I worked out, and it's helped. Or I guess I currently work out a little, and it's helped. I go outside more. I started touching grass. Maybe that's what did it. It was the touching of grass. Poke navigating that board in a very satisfying way. Was able to get it all transferred to precisely where it needed to be. Was able to fill in that dependency that was created by a different dependency that was created by a different dependency. But is now Tetris ready. Just waiting on the long bar. Looking to score a Tetris. It does get it. Slams down the Tetris. Goes up to 222,000 points. On the other side, is iBall sitting at 280,000 points. So, Potato, what are you doing? Yeah, I know it's hot, baby. I know it's hot. I can't help with that. I'll spray you with the water hose. We'll go outside and play. I'm gonna go outside and play with my dog after this. I'm gonna play in the water hose and try and stop dying because it's so hot. It's gonna be great. Touching grass. Yeah. I go outside. I touch grass. I've breathed air before. Spray me with a water hose too? Yeah, of course. Dog watching Tetris. Thank you so much for the gift sub. T9 Saint, enjoy the emotes. Both players still stay nice and clean. Oh, I just felt sweat drip off of my face. That was gross. Oh man, Tetris for iBall. Going up to 403,000 points. And looking for a resolve here. Doesn't hit the S-spin, but it burns out very, very nicely. Pokey is sitting at 346,000 points. Fun fact, there's no grass on Mars. I do not live on Mars. iBall, dealing with a dependency, now has to deal with funky parity problems, but does open that well back up, and it has been Tetris ready for a hot minute. Is still, though with an LJ dependency, does get an L to fill it, and opens that well back up as he does so, slams down the Tetris, goes up to 460 with that, make it 485,000 points. And Pokey currently sitting at 421, slamming down a Tetris, make it 443. Ah, such a sick... I knew it was coming. I feel so cool. Guys, alright. So, it took me a long time to be able to see line spins, but I saw that one coming and it made me feel good. But also, really well executed line spin there for Pokey. Very cool. Very cool. Pokey currently sitting at 450,000 points, opens that well, slams down the Tetris, goes up to 475,000 points. I hear my little dog panting under my desk. She's not happy about being in this hot room, but she also refuses to be in a room without me, so she's just panting, poor baby. Transitioning at 550,000 points is iBall. And currently Tetris Ready gets the long bar for the Tetris, going up to 587. And on the other side, transitioning as well, and it's doing a couple sick little tucks, is Pokey, currently sitting at 546,000 points. I think if I got Sweet Potato up here, you guys could hear her pants. You might. They're kind of cute. I also, actually, no, I won't do that. There's probably someone who would hate that sound. So I'm not going to do that, but they're kind of cute. Oh dear. Some trouble up high for Pokey. Able to get that long bar over. Was able to open this back up. Oh dear. Is managing this somehow? Oh, and with that hang, that is going to be a top out at 590,000 points, which means iBall is good for game number 3 and the match. As a matter of fact, look at that. Oh, you know what that means? That means I get to do this. Yeah. Flex Force. Boom. There you go. Look at that winner's scene. That's the winner right there. That's a whole win. At least I lost to the winner. GG. GG's to both players. Hey, thank you so much for the gift sub. Doge, enjoy your emotes.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.